Okay, so the next escape we're going to do is basically the same hand positioning like we did before, but now what happens is the guy grabs onto your pants, so he's holding your pants. What this does is, one, a lot of times if the guy lifts, it prevents you from turning on your side because now your hips can't turn sideways, right? It's hard for you to turn your hips sideways. The other thing it does is it prevents you from moving your hips away. So if you can't move your hips away, it's very difficult to get on your side. So I see a lot when guys are trying to control the cross side, they end up grabbing onto this pants here and holding onto the pants, okay? So it makes it very difficult to hip out. It makes it very difficult to turn your hips out, especially when they're starting to pull up on your hip. So let's go with that. So when I feel he's holding on to my pants, okay, now, of course, it makes my escape very difficult. So what I'm going to do is I need to break his grip, okay? So look what I'm going to do. First of all, this hand will come out. My other hand comes in, and I go in between his arm and my body, okay? So all I'm going to do is this hand that's on this side here will sneak underneath, and I'm going to go here. Now what I'm going to do is I grab onto his belt, or I grab... The idea is I want to control him by his wrist, so I'm not going to grab here. This is by his bicep, right? I want to control his wrist, and I'm going to grab onto him. So if he wants to hold on to me, now I'm going to hold on to him, okay? And now look what I'm going to do. So keep your grip, hold tight. So once I grab onto him, I kind of block his hand where it is, and I move my hip away. So now his arm is stuck. He can't follow me anymore, right? So one more time. So I'm here, but he's holding onto my hip so I can't escape, right? So my hand, this hand will come underneath his body and go in. It's almost like I'm diving my arm in between my legs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab something on him. So I can grab his pants, or I can grab his belt, or I can grab his gi, anywhere. But as long as my arm is close to his wrist. You guys understand that? So the arm has to be close to the wrist. That's where it's the easiest place that I'm going to have to break the grip. So now what I'm going to do is, look, I'm going to move my hip away. So from here, when I move my hip away, his arm can't follow me. His arm is stuck from following me, right? So now after I move my hip away, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing my legs back towards him, and when I swing my legs back, I'm going to stretch my arm over my head so that I can take his back. Okay? So the swinging of my legs, what it does is it helps me generate momentum so that I can turn on my side. When I swing my legs, and I turn to my knees. Okay? The stretching of the arms is really important too, because what I want to do is I want to slide out from underneath him. So when I stretch him up, the idea is not to really throw him off of me. The idea is to slide myself out from underneath him. Okay? So I'm here, he's holding my pants. This hand goes inside, in between me and him. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab him. Okay? So now we're fair, right? So now once I have a hold of him, now he can't follow me. He's not going to be able to follow me. If I do this, if I'm not grabbing onto him, he's just going to keep following me, and I keep... So look, I grab onto his pants, and I move, break the grip. Now I'm going to swing my legs back towards him. When I swing my legs back towards him, I stretch my arms over my head. Okay? So I swing back, stretch my arms over my head, and what I want to do is I'm going to slide out from underneath him and end up on his back. Okay? So the swinging of the legs, make sure that you guys keep your legs close to the ground. I don't want to throw my legs up in the air like this. My feet, my ankles will never go above 4 or 5 inches off the ground. They're just hovering over the ground. So it's almost like a whip. I'm going to swing my legs and use it to turn to my knees. All right? So make sure you get the grip. You can lock on him. Sometimes I don't even grab him. There's nothing to grab. I don't need to. I just stretch my arm. Grab it tight. So the main thing is I just stretch my arm to keep it locked so he can't follow me. Okay? So I just engage my arm, move, and then look. I'm already up. Next movement, I'm out. Boom. Break the grip, and I swing out to get to the knees. All right? Let's try that.